Hi guys. Hi. Come on in. Come on. It's me. It's Saturday. Okay, this is really unusual for me. Not just doing a video on a Saturday, but I am using my phone, my new phone, which is an Android Samsung Galaxy A54 model, to do the recording. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it's getting fuzzier by the day, and no matter how I troubleshoot it, I can't get a picture as sharp as what I'm looking at right now. So I'm going to try using my phone. Why not, right? Okay, anyway, for those of you that are new, hi, I'm Connie, and you've entered Connie's Little Corner. Come on in and set a spell with me. I have some Temu for you today, and I have some news on my tiny home. What a week this has been. It's been such a productive week that I actually am going to do two separate videos, because if I didn't, it would probably be a 2-hour or 3-hour long video to get it all in one. So I'm going to split it up. So this is going to be Temu tin for my tiny home and tiny home construction or tiny home build part 3 updates. Wow. All right. So let's get right into it. If you are new here, welcome. Come on in, subscribe, join the family. You can grab my link down below and you'll find my code up here, which is AFC 859595851. I always get it backwards. Anyway, I'll put it up there so that you can see the code. That code and that link will get you the Temu app. It'll get you 30% off your first order, and it will get you a $100 coupon bundle. And Mr. Levi coming in to say hello. Hello, baby. Say hello to everybody. Oh, he's got to give the mama kisses. He just loves the mama. I'm down on the floor in front of the fireplace, guys. So we're going to get right into it because I do have so much to tell you and so much to do. So let's begin. Now, I called Mom out of the blue this morning. I was missing her, all right, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to call her, say hello, tell her I love her, talk for 5 minutes. And while we were talking, I said, Mama, I miss hearing you sing. Would you please sing something for me? Anything. I didn't even ask for a particular song. And what she sang was, I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. And I burst out laughing because look what I had just ordered for her. A set of 2 towels, and that's exactly what they say on it. Love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. Look at these. These are absolutely gorgeous. These are thick. These are not that thin, wimpy. It's a set of 2. So I'm going to be sending one to Mama and keeping one for myself. But I could not believe she actually, of all the songs she needs, of her massive repertoire, she happened to pick that song to sing to me, right? I'm telling you, the universe is connected, and Mama and I are connected in ways that most people would never understand. Well, I mean, some would, but we have that psychic connection as well, because I inherited a lot of my gifts, a lot of my abilities from my mom. She has them as well, as did a couple of her sisters and her mother. So this set was $4.61. It is a set of 2. It's priceless to me, especially now that she sang that song to me. Okay, it gave me, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. What are the odds, right, that we would be that synced? I'm going to push this camera back just a little bit. There we go. What are the odds that the synchronicity is that big with us, right? Okay, $6.63 for this. I'm still freaking out about that. This is a set of paintbrushes. Now, y'all know I've gotten a lot of different paintbrushes from Temu, and I'm trying to pour them out. And I've done a lot of repeat purchases because of the quality. I'm so happy with what I'm getting. So this is a repeat purchase. This has a 3-inch brush, nice quality, good solid handle, right? That's a 3-inch one, and as you can see, it's longer. And then it also comes with an 1.5 inches, And it's an angled brush. You can see the angle on the end here. That's not squared off. So this is great for edging. This is your edging brush to get along. I'm not the type, I'm sorry, I don't put painter's tape all over everything. I have a very steady hand. And as long as I have enough paint on my brush, I'm just like, zoop, that's all I need. So it's got that angled brush, and then it's got 3 2-inch brushes. Now, these are important, and these are all washable and reusable, which I love because I don't have to throw them out. They're not disposable. Keep in mind, I have a shed to paint. I have stairs, outside stairs to paint to match. So I'm going to have a lot of little nooks and crannies, and on the shed it has a little trim work, the little farmhouse type trim work, where I'm going to need a smaller brush and can't do everything with the roller. In the house, I'm going to have corners to do and edges along the ceiling and along the floor, which I'm needing brushes for. There's not going to be a lot of paint in my tiny home, and I think a lot of you are going to find that to be very unusual, but we'll talk about that as we go along. Okay, so highly recommend these brushes. This is the 3rd time I have purchased these brushes. Needless to say, I recommend them. All right, this next item was $6.68. And this is a new comfy, oh gosh, this feels like cotton. This is a new lounge dress. Look at this. It's just a basic gray dress. It does have real buttons on the top. Has real buttons. It's about 36 inches long. Now I did try it on. It runs true to size. It comes down just to the back of my knees. So this is perfect for those cooler days. It's got a little short sleeve on it. Beautiful hem work. Look at the stitching in this. Remember, we talked about when things are stitched like this. All right, that's how you know you're getting quality. This feels like a cotton t-shirt. We all know it's not cotton, all right? But remember, we talked about the higher the thread count, even though it's polyester, the higher the thread count and the weave of the thread count is what will make polyester feel like cotton. This is 95% polyester and 5% spandex. It fits beautifully. I love it. It's going to be, for me, I don't know if I'm going to use it as a lounge dress. More so I might use it as a sleep shirt because it's long enough that it, you've heard me talk about it. It covers the Netherlands, right? It's just got enough weight and a little cap on the shoulders to keep my shoulders and the tops of my arms from getting too cool. So very happy with this. It only has one seam down the back, but again, you can see how beautifully it's stitched. It's just absolutely, really, really nice job on this. So I'm very happy with this. It has 4 buttons down the front, so you can button the V in the neck part as much or as little as you wish. Depending on if I get hot, I unbutton it. If I get cold, I button it up. That's how I decide. Those are weird things. I told you I've got some really weird stuff coming. Well, are you ready? Because here it comes. Now, I'm going to show you these, and I'm going to tell you, I have about 20, maybe 25, almost 30, a variety of these coming. And I will tell you exactly why I have so many. But hold on, gotta get them up. Packed very nicely in cardboard to prevent them from bending, and I'm going to leave them in the cardboard until I get to, oh, hold on, tape. My fingernails make a great razor blade. I don't know, has anybody else ever used the edge of your fingernails to cut through tape? But that's what I do. I use the edge of my fingernails to cut through tape. Okay, so this one, oh, it's being stubborn. Hold on. There we go, I got it. I think I got it, yep. I heard it pop. Okay. It's a sign. Oh, you wanted to see the other side? Why? If you've ever watched enough of my videos, back when I had Sadie until she passes past July, and I had Levi, I had the 2 dogs. Now I have Levi. So this sign is very fitting. My dog is not spoiled. I'm just well trained. It's very true. He can give me those eyes. He can give me that look. All right. And he will give me his paw 20 times. He'll stick it out to get what he wants. He knows exactly. And he talks to me. You know, he does certain little grumbles and moans and things that I just know what he wants. So, yeah. So this is one of many signs to come. But I have a bunch of comical signs. Wait till you see what else is coming. I gotta move this out of the way because I have more to stack on it. Okay, next sign. This sign was $4.41. Get this opened up here. If I can slide them out. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with these today. All right, y'all know this is me, right? Warning! Hippies have been spotted in this area. Peace, love, and understanding could break out at any moment. I don't know I'm an old hippie, right? Anybody who's been watching my channel long enough, you all know I'm an old hippie, and that will never change. I'm all about peace, love, and understanding most of the time. Well, peace and love all the time. Understanding, sometimes I just don't understand why certain people do certain things. Hippie sign. These signs are all 8 by 12 or 8 by 11 and a half, so they're a good size. That's 2. Yes, there's more. This one was $4.22. Did I not open this? Oh, I did. I'm just trying to pull it out the wrong end. This one says, coffee spelled backwards is a fuck. And until I've had my coffee, I don't give. I'm not going to say it. You can pronounce it out loud. I'm not going to. Okay? But until I've had my coffee in the morning, that's it. The only thing that gets my attention prior to my having my coffee is making sure Levi has gone out and relieved himself. And while he's doing that, my coffee's usually brewing so that the minute I come back in the house, I have my coffee and then he gets his breakfast. So, very accurate. All right. Here's another one. This was $4.90. And these, remember, these are the prices, the value of the items at the time that I ordered them. They might be different, but what I tend to do is when I find anything that I like these signs, all right, when I find anything I like, I click on the image to enlarge it, and then I click on the little camera with the magnifying glass, and I will search for this exact same item and find it at the lowest price. So at the time I found them, these were all at the lowest price that I could get these for. I will avoid local warehouse because even though the lowest price might be $3.99, local warehouse is going to charge me $2.99. All right, so this item, instead of costing me $3.99, is going to end up costing me $7. I can find one that doesn't come from local warehouse cheaper than that. So this one is a personalized sign, and it says Connie's. It's got my name up here. Connie's Greenhouse. Pots, plants, and seeds where beautiful things begin. This is going outside on my shed, on the back side of my shed that faces the yard where I will be planting all my veggies. So I won't have an actual greenhouse, but I'll have a greenhouse outside area in my backyard. But to have it personalized, I absolutely love that. And for the price, you can't beat the deal. $4.90 for a personalized sign. And they have several of these gardening type signs. They also have the ones for a she shed, and you can personalize it to say like Connie's she shed, whatever the case may be. But yeah, really nice, beautiful colors. Look at that. Very cool, right? And they spelled it right, of course. I always worry about that with my name because my name is spelled so differently. Speaking of coffee. All right, a couple more. I don't think I opened these because I knew what they were, but let me open them now. Get my fingernail in there. Get these open. All right, this one, did I price it? Yes, this one was $4.79. And keeping with the theme of gardening, I thought this was quite comical. Trespassers will be composted. Yeah, they're going in the ground and they're going to become veggie food. I don't know why, this just makes me laugh. Trespassers will be composted. It doesn't say you're going to be shot or whatever, or watch out for the dog. It's basically telling you where you're going to end up. I'm sorry, this is just funny. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this on the shed or where I'm going to put the rest of the signs. I have to figure this one out. So when I tell you where all these signs are going, then you can let me know where you think this one should go. If this one should go on the outside of the shed, kind of facing the front where a trespasser might come in, or if you think this should go on the wall where I'm going to put all the other ones, you let me know after I tell you where all these signs are going. And remember, these are just the first few signs. I have a total of almost 30 signs coming. I can't wait, and I'll tell you why. This one was $5.03, and again, it was packed in the nice cardboard. Okay, so this one is for Levi, and you just saw that. Caution, dog can't hold his liquor. He's a kisser. All right, everybody knows, you've all seen him in a lot of my videos, and you saw Sadie in a lot of the videos. All my dogs, they can't hold their liquor. And I wouldn't have it any other way, because that's a sign of affection. That's a sign of acceptance. That's one of the ways that an animal will show you love, is by kissing on you, whether they're licking your leg or licking your foot. It's just that contact with you, and that's how they do that. You know, they'll do that, or they'll give you a paw or lean up against you and snuggle. But I thought this was cute. Dog can't hold its liquor. Beautiful colors on that. Look at the colors on the corner of the sign. Absolutely beautiful colors. Now, these and all the other signs that I got are going on the wall of my front porch. My tiny home has a massive porch. The porch is almost a third the size of the entire house. It adds, again, another third of living space, because it's 13 feet wide and almost 9 feet deep, a little bit more than 8.5 feet deep. It's going to have a solid wall. When you walk onto that porch, there's going to be a solid wall that's basically the living room wall on the other side. And at the far end of that wall is the entry door to the house. I have always wanted a wall of rustic decor, funny decor, conversation pieces. If you've ever gone to Cracker Barrel or certain bars, you know they have stuff all over the walls for you to look at. They have signs and they have different decor hanging up and antique things. Well, these signs are going up on that wall. It's a huge wall. I mean, it's 8 feet high and 10 feet across. It's a big wall. So a lot of these signs are going on that wall. Some of the signs that are related to garden are going to go outside on the shed. But picture these with the rest that are coming, and some of them will go this way that I ordered, and some of them are this way. They're all going to be out there as conversation pieces, because that porch is going to be a sitting area. And if someone comes in and they're sitting or they're waiting for me to open the front door, they have something funny to look at. They have something different. I have that bell that I got that you saw in the last video. That bell is going to go out there on that wall. What's also going to go on that wall is I have ordered a clock that's going to hang on like a planter thing, and it's a lantern type clock, and you'll see that whenever it gets delivered. So I have that. So I have three-dimensional things that are going to be on the wall. I have a set of cast iron keys that are going to be hanging on that wall. It's going to be a variety of different things. You have to excuse me, my foot's falling asleep again. It's always the same foot too. I don't know why. So that wall is going to be my conversation piece. So I have a lot more signs coming. As I said, I have somewhere between 25 and 30 signs and a whole bunch of other three-dimensional stuff to put in between. The signs will go in different directions. Some are skinny, some are rectangular like this, some are upright. I ordered one sign that's a road sign, and it's called No Freaking, and then in small letters way, because you always hear me say that all the time. It's like, oh, no way, no freaking way. So instead of it being road, street, court, lane, parkway, it's way. So it's no freaking way. And there's another one, I didn't order it, but there's another one that says psychopath. So if you haven't checked out the funny signs yet on Temu, you have got to do that. Okay, so that's why I have all these signs, and there's more to come. And remember, the outside porch, think of the country farmhouse porch where the entire porch is screened in, and it has one of those screen doors that slams in the wind. Every time you come in and out, the screen door goes bang, right? And then it's got the wood slats of the house. That's my porch. And my home is going to be a dark brown on the outside with dark brick colored accents and trim. So it's very rustic, very earthy. Yeah, I can't wait. And to put these signs up there, these signs are just going to pop. So I'm excited that I get to have that wall. And there'll be other things around the porch that'll be hanging on the posts to front. I mean, it's literally going to be a gathering place out on that porch. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, more exciting news. What's going on just around the corner? Holy cow. All right, I have to put this little list up here. Now, I'm going to put up a whole bunch of pictures from you because in this past week, the first 3 things that got done, there was actually more than 3 that got done, but the first 3 things is what you're going to see today. All right. The first 3 things that got done is they ran all the plumbing and electrical, which they, in the last video, you saw the steel foundation that they built, and then you saw the wood base flooring, the subflooring that they built. Well, as I indicated, they put that up on a lift and an overhead so they could walk underneath it and run all the plumbing and electrical. So I'm going to put up, I think there's like 13 pictures, but check these out. You can see the white PVC and CPVC pipes being run. You can see the larger drain pipes being run. You can see the electrical wiring. Now, in spots where you see the wiring coiled and folded and bundled, that's because that extra length of wiring is what's going to be popping up through the floor into the house. So obviously they start the connection at one point, they run the wires, and they leave enough feed on the end of it to be popping it up to inside the walls of the house. It's going to go up through the floor in the designated areas. The same thing with the pipes. You'll see how they twist and turn all over the place, and they go up. They will go up through the floor into the areas where everything is going to go. Once they had all that run, all right, and they pressure test everything with air. They force really high pressure air into all the pipe work to make sure it doesn't separate and blow apart, or that they don't hear any air leaks coming out of certain pipes. So, you know how when a pipe has a leak, you get that hissing sound? Even if it doesn't have water in it, it'll hiss. And that's one of the things that their specialized equipment listens for, is it listens. Are there any air leaks at this point coming out of the pipes? So the underside, once all that plumbing and electrical is run and ready to go up through the floor, the underside is then fully insulated. I believe it's R9. It's fully insulated and then sealed. So this black covering that you see, if you look on the edges around the house, you'll see it's actually massively stapled all the way around the house. And yes, it has a little bow in it because some of the pipes come down a little lower. And in order to make sure that everything is equally insulated right? So none of that is going to be exposed to the weather except for the connections that have to stick through that plastic. So the drain pipe, right? The water feed, the sewer line, right? Those have to stick through that black covering. But once they come through, that is sealed up around them again. So everything stays close. That keeps frost, cold, damp, rodents, everything out of the plumbing and electrical, and it protects the bottom. Then they moved on, and now we're back up on top, and if you look, you can see here's the flooring. This is sheet vinyl in a gray wood pattern, a plank pattern. And yes, they sheet everything because that sheet vinyl adds an insulation factor. It basically seals that floor completely, so that from end to end and side to side. If you go into a traditional home, they'll install your cabinets and they'll install your framing and everything, and then they'll put the flooring around that. So there's nothing underneath your cabinets, and there's, to block the air, and there's nothing underneath your interior wall framings. In a tiny home, that flooring, no matter which flooring you choose, if it's vinyl flooring, if it's wood plank flooring, if it's tile flooring, whatever you choose to put down, the entire base gets covered with that. And then the walls go onto it and the cabinets go onto it. But if you look, you can see the plumbing coming up through the floor. On the left-hand side, you'll see the plumbing for the shower, the toilet, and the vanity is all in that area. Now, it looks tiny, but trust me, that bathroom is a 6x8 bathroom. It's not small. It's the same size, exactly the same size that I had in my house in Arizona. So that's why I can be so comfortable with it. I mean, you think about this, the door to go into the bathroom is 30 inches or 31 inches opening. So you have that entire 31-inch center of the bathroom to walk in and out of. But that's how the plumbing, the toilet and the sink is on one side, the shower's on the other side. And then across from that in the kitchen, you can see the pipes and the drain coming up for the kitchen sink, the drain, the water feeds for the cold water, and the feed that will attach to the on-demand water system, because that is what will heat the water. When you call for hot water, it goes through that small unit. That unit will be either on the back wall of the sink or on one of the side walls of the sink. I'm not sure the exact placement, but they usually tuck it towards the back and in a corner, so to speak. So it's out of the way and doesn't block whatever you have to put underneath. So the plumbing is there. Next to it, you'll see the plumbing for the dishwasher, and they will tap into that to feed the water that I need for my refrigerator, because my refrigerator has water and ice. And then the next pipe that you see standing all by itself down in the end is the feed for my laundry unit. So you can now see where all the plumbing is on one wall, all the plumbing is right across it on the other wall. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And it's just incredible that they did all this and more in a period of like 5 days. 5 days. That's all it took them. So I am really impressed with the progress that they're making on the home. I've been in touch with Ryan, who is the rep that I deal with, for any little questions I have. I did ask him, I was like, well, where's the feed for the refrigerator? And he explained to me what they'll do with that. I asked him, where's the drain? Or is it a pipe drain or a floor drain? Or what type of drain is it for the laundry unit? And he's so quick to respond. That's one of the things about Phoenix Building Solutions. You'll hear me refer to it as PBS. All their reps are on the ball. They're timely. Their responses are minutes or seconds. I don't think I've ever waited more than 15 minutes for a response from Ryan or anybody else on the team. And it truly is a team. So communication is top notch. They don't skip corners. All right. Wait till you see what they did in the next video that I do, which will probably be following this one very shortly. They are meticulous. They're extremely meticulous. All their measurements are to a T. They're checked and double checked and signed off on by the head honcho there, who, as each step is created, it's inspected. They look and they say, okay, was this done right? Is the proper placement on this? Is this off by a half an inch? Is this off by an inch? Was this changed? Does this match the floor plan? Does this match the communication from the homeowner? Which I think it's wonderful. They don't call me the buyer or the client. They say, no, you're the homeowner, because this is your home that they're building, and that's how they treat you. You're a homeowner. I'm having a customized model built instead of a standard model, but it doesn't matter. They treat everybody with such respect, and the rapport is unbelievable. I'm going to tell you, Ryan and I pick on each other. We go back and forth and we pick on each other. And I told him he reminds me a lot of a New Yorker. And at first I thought he was getting offended. And I said, look, he's actually moving faster than I am, because I'm trying to slow my roll, all right, and not miss anything and do my due diligence. And Ryan is like, okay, we got this done, this done, this done, this done. I'm like, whoa, wait. So I said, you're like a New Yorker, because New Yorkers, we do everything fast. And I'm trying to shed some of that New York now that I'm retired going on 3 years. I'm trying to leave some of that behind. And I got the biggest compliment this week also, not to get off track, but I was kind of staying on track. I arranged for my movers that will take my things from storage to my tiny home the first week of March. And when I was talking with one of the reps there, the young lady there, she referred to me as a Bama girl. And I take that as a high compliment. Everyone that I have met down here in this entire adventure has been absolutely wonderful. And for them to basically say that I'm a Alabamian now, that I'm a Bama girl, I take that, that means so much to me. I really take that to heart. So Ryan treats me the same way. Every once in a while he'll say, hey sister, I got this or I got that. And I love those special terms of endearment, and I love how acceptance everybody has been of me coming into their state and me going through all this. And yeah, it's just amazing. So anyway, that's it for today's haul. I have more information. I have more Temu. It's sitting behind me on the floor. You can't see it. A couple of big items. And then more tiny home updates. As I said, this is tiny home update part 3. If you like this, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Please be sure to share this. Your views are very important, because your views is what keeps my channel monetized, so I can keep bringing you these items. As I said in my last video, I am no longer a Temu influencer, but I am a Temu affiliate, which is why you can still get your 30% off and your $100 coupon bundle by using my information, right? Share, watch, thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. The channel is growing. We've had a big jump of like 80 or 90 new subscribers. Thank you for that. Welcome to the family. You're going to love it here. This channel is all about love and light and sharing information and sharing knowledge and learning together and growing together and helping each other. It's not just all about Temu. It's all about life. And we cover a lot of different topics here. If there's a topic you want covered and it's something I'm comfortable with or have any knowledge of, hey, you got it. Just leave me a comment, okay? In the meantime, make sure y'all stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I will catch you soon with another Temu order.